After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Mahomes now on first down. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Devin Hester. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. On the handoff, this is Irving. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Another nice job there defensively. They've had it bottled up throughout this game. They used their scouting really well, but they've executed even better throughout this game. Their job now, don't relax, and all of a sudden, give them a chance to break off a big one.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And this is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Antonio Gates, 34 yards. And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They begin the drive with Robinson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. This is 2nd and 8. Debo going in motion left. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And that will be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Returnable here from the 38. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Hester. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the left side and caught by Hester.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Throwing now is Mahomes. Being chased out left. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance at a return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. This is 1st and 10. Pickett to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Pickett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. And now following the desperation turnover on downs, they're set up with a 1st and goal to go. So now just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Gates with a grab. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught by Gates. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. That kind of puts the bow on what has been a complete performance, Charles. They're pitching a shutout on the other side, and this offense, they've done their thing well, too.
Yeah, this game has been an all-out effort from them on every snap, and there's a good amount of pride on the line right now. They want to finish what they started. They want this shutout preserved.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up...
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And this is caught by Gates for a Kansas City touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One final shot for Pickett. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Mahomes now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got Hester complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Devin Hester, 52 yards. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Taken at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Mahomes will throw for it. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll run it here. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about his training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Cleveland offense ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right. And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're off for a while. The other has to come on, they think they're on for a while. Then here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that out.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also...
He's got a man complete. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Devin Hester. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Andy Reid, never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Now Mahomes. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Now After the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as you'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Luke Kuechly coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Young. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Looking to throw, Young. And that is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together, as that brings up another fourth down.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Oh, what a juke into space. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
This one taken in by Hester. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Devin Hester, a dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the two-point try. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as you'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 3rd and short yardage. Young work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red. Set. Go. 22.
On play action. Young. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll start with the option. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On 2nd down, Irving. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 37. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run here with Irving. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to...
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Will Anderson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Young. This complete to Lockett. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Needed 13. Got 14 on 3rd down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Here's Young from the shotgun. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. George Karlaftis. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Meanwhile, Young's throw taken in by Samuel. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Wanting room at the 50. Look out. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
What a tug of war this game has been. A tie at the half. I remember when I was playing, my coaches always talked about the first 5 minutes of each half. That's where you can gain the momentum and seize an opportunity. We've got one team in position to do that right now.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards.
He just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
Now Mahomes looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of...
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. George Karlaftis in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. Gets around him. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. This one taken in by Hester. Touchdown! Devin Hester, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Well, I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And running with power here. He takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Oh, man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Devin Hester. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
So the Dolphins now down by 16. A little under 2.5 to go. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Will Anderson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it? Did a great job of wrapping him up.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Mahomes going to throw it here. It's Kelsey on the grab. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 6.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 53 to Mut. 53.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Devontae Smith from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll take it at the 42. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Complete. Smith has it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
53 is the mark. 53. Check 53. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Now here's Mahomes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there.